Good morning, traders. So, GBP went really, really well. And again, I do think it's because the pound itself, in and of itself, was very bearish. You can see we just made a double top here, as we spoke about in the last video. Um, and I think, yeah, I just think it's going to continue bearish. If not, it could have some reaction here in this support level. That is definitely a weekly level, but we don't really don't know until we see something. Um, and then this is still bullish, very, very bullish. So I do expect it to continue bullish today. If it does that, this will continue to push bearish. Now, the next thing I'm looking at is UJ buys, UJ longs, right? It was kind of moving sideways a bit, and I think it was because, the dollar itself was moving sideways, but I think it's pending bullish. And then we had the JPY that was moving, was going bullish, but I do think that overall it has potential to go back bearish. It just depends on when it wants to do that. And I think it might do that sooner than later because when I put my fib based off of this last lower high, this is considered an impulse leg. And yes, this level right here is, the golden zone. So, and if I look to the left, I do see that price has rejected here and here time and time again. So, zoom up on the 4 hour. Okay, yes, we've actually like confirmed. We've had like a shoulder, head, a little shoulder, and now it's like we're kind of breaking. So I do like how the yen is setting up for some more sells. If you want to be extra, extra safe, just wait for this kind of trend line to break. But, you know, if I put a counter trend line here, this one broke. So, but all that to say, if I had to choose a pair to trade today, it would be UJ buys because we broke out of this main counter trend line. I put a little counter trend line here. We broke out of that. And I think the last area is like, okay, if this can break, I do think that we're going to come back up here. But again, that's going to be a 9:30 thing. I'm not going to trade it before time. And it might fly, whatever. I also don't care if it flies and breaks. It doesn't, I'm not in it. My capper. We have news today at 8:30 and 9:45. So some good volatility for the US dollar. I really don't think we had volatility on the dollar um yesterday because of FOMC. I do think it might be waiting for the Jackson Hole Symposium. So, but yeah, if if price can come down here and then show me some 30-minute engulfings, 1 hour engulfings, or like a 15-minute break, I want to take it back up. Or even better, if price can break out of here and maybe tomorrow I can get in on a retrace, that would be the ideal move for me. But it's just a matter of being patient, just being patient. And again, like I do think that if I want to take trades, buys right now, I could just because I have two counter trend lines. So I broke this one. I got this little one right here. So I think the only thing that we're really waiting on, because this has already broken the counter trend line and that little resistance level. So it's really up to the JPY, just the yen to do work and continue to fall and bleed. And again, I do think it's gonna continue to bleed because the transition, the latest transition that we had this week was here. So I'm gonna put this right here. If this gets touched, it's more confluence that UJ is gonna continue to fly. Um, and again, I did say I didn't want to touch the dollar until it broke out. But like at the same time, I see where I am and I waited for confluence upon confluence upon confluence. Like you're already making like let me get elementary with it. Make the high highs, high lows. Higher highs. All right, I can only imagine that this is next. And again, when price starts to move sideways and it's going slow, it's because it's building up for a big push. That's why I keep thinking it must be Friday that the push is going to happen. So we shall see. All right, happy trading, everybody. Don't blur your account.